Hi, it's Samantha from San Diego Homeopathy. Today I wanted to talk about some remedies that are really great for hormonal imbalances. I recently did a webinar for the National Center for Homeopathy, and this is some of the information I used. I just wanted to share it here with you, just some brief snippets of different remedies. Hope you enjoy it. Let's start off with some homeopathic remedies for hot flashes. Sepia is a remedy that's very well known for hormonal imbalances. The picture of sepia is someone who feels snappy, maybe a lot of irritability and anger, perhaps at the family, and then they feel guilty. There's a low libido. They feel better with exercise. They may cry for no reason. And there's a lot of solitude. Someone who eats sepia may prefer to be alone. And they're also chilly, and they feel worse from cold. The next remedy, lachesis, is also a great hormonal balancer. Someone eating lachesis may be very passionate, intense. They are hot and worse from heat. So when they have hot flashes, it's very uncomfortable, and they are very much not enjoying the heat. They have flushes of heat. They do not like tight clothing, especially turtlenecks or anything around the neck. And someone eating lachesis may be a little irritable, jealous. They may have headaches and depression with hormonal changes. Magnesium muriatica, someone eating this remedy may feel worse in the morning when they wake up. They're much like a peacemaker. They don't like when people are fighting around them. They don't like quarrels or conflict. They're fine during the day, but at night when they get in bed, they have a lot of anxiety, and that can attribute to some restless and disturbed sleep. They're worse with their period, and the hot flashes tend to be worse at night, and their periods are sometimes very irregular. Here are some remedies that can be helpful for emotional ups and downs. Pulsatilla. The picture of pulsatilla is someone who perhaps weeps easily. They want company and consolation. They can have very changeable moods. They can be happy and joyful one minute, and the next minute they're sad and crying or even irritable. They may feel lonely and want attention. They're very warm-blooded, and they don't like the heat. They feel much better outside. They're not very thirsty. They can be highly emotional, and some cravings are bread, fatty foods, if those aggravate them. Here's lachesis again. This can be very helpful, like I mentioned, in hormonal imbalances. They can be very talkative, jealous, intense, passionate people. There may be headaches and irritability during PMS, and once the period starts, everything feels better. She feels great once her period starts. Some other options you can try during hormonal changes, reducing or avoiding caffeine and sugar before your cycle. Rescue Remedy is a great natural stress reliever, and it can be used before, during, or after your period. And then Tulsi tea, it's an adaptogen herb that can be used to help nourish the adrenals and just give you some nice calming feeling. Here are some remedies that pertain to menstrual cramps. Colocynthis, these are cramps that feel better when doubling over. The pain is better with heat and hard pressure. Someone eating this remedy may feel irritable and get their feelings hurt easily. And they have really intense pain, so much so that she may vomit. There may also be ovarian pain. But again, the keynote for colocynthis is the cramps. Once you're doubled over, you feel much better, or even with heat and hard pressure. Magnesium phosphorica. Magnesium itself is great for any sort of cramps anywhere in the body. Magnesium phosphorica can be great for period cramps. Here again, pain relieved by heat and pressure. The menstrual pain is before the period, and once the flow starts, she feels better. The flow may be dark and too early. There's great weakness, irritability, and they're better with heat. Nux vomica. This remedy is great if you're having cramps that extend throughout the whole body, menstrual pain with urge for bowel movement, cramping after anger, or rich foods or too much alcohol. Nux vomica is a remedy of overindulgence. The personality may be a type A personality, a little irritable, impatient, and the flow is profuse and lasts a long time. Other natural options you can try, castor oil packs can also help with menstrual cramps. And you can also try MagFost, cell salt number 8, is a great support for cramps whenever you have them during your period. And then some homeopathic remedies for sleeplessness, and this can happen a lot of times as our bodies are changing or hormonal changes. Arsenicum album, the insomnia here would be due to worry or anxiety, worse between midnight and 2 a.m. In arsenicum, there's a lot of restlessness, very anxious about their health, and it's that cycle where you think, I'm never going to be able to sleep, I'm never going to be able to sleep, complain she'll never sleep. It's that kind of sleeplessness or insomnia, and they feel better when someone is close by for support. Coffea, a remedy made from coffee. Someone needing this remedy is wide awake at 3 a.m. and their mind is full of thoughts. If you've ever had too much caffeine and that feeling of just overstimulation, hyper excitability, that's the feeling here without having too much caffeine. They may be nervous, agitated, restlessness, and really sensitive to noise, light, and touch. And then Nux vomica can also be useful in insomnia. Here the picture is waking at 3 a.m. with thoughts of business. They may be highly irritable, impatient, and chilly. Again, that type A personality, very competitive. They want to be first and best. And the insomnia may come after having too much rich food or spicy food or even alcohol. Calcarea carbonica, the insomnia may come from worries. There's a lot of fatigue before periods. They're hardworking, responsible. There may be some concern about their health. They're chilly, worse from cold. There may be constipation, and they crave eggs or sweets.